Hello students, let's start with discussion of question answers of poem 2.1. Let's see question number 1. There are number of challenges a farmer in India faces. Discuss with your friend how it is possible to improve the conditions of farmer. Now one example is given to you all. The farmer faces problem of water scarcity. So the solution for that is rainwater harvesting. The second problem they have given is credit and indebtedness. So here you can say the solution for that can be microcredit or bank loans which can be provided by the government to the farmers which on low interest or less interest rate. Then land issues, there are various land issues that the farmer faces, so that also here the government should provide them farm. If the farmer is poor, he does not own the land, he cannot do farming for then. So here the government, according to the certain policies, they should you can say implement such policies which can help the farmer to get lands here from the government, so that he can work on the farm and plus he can pay the loans which are on less interest. Then the climatic changes, when the climate changes, the farmer, because the farmer he faces various problems, like you can say less rain or more rain, or you can say famine and all. So here he should be given that type of you can say knowledge or education about how to face the climatic changes and how he can overcome these problems to do farming. The farmers should be made aware how they can do it, or they can be given education regarding that. Then the social groups. Social groups, here you can say how for each and every profession now there are unions and all. So here for farmers also we should have groups where these poor farmers, they could work in group on a farm and they could earn money, and they could in group they could apply for the loan from the government, from the bank and all, and they could start with their work. They can get the land, they can get the equipments and all, and they can start with their work. Then lack of advanced technology. These people, they are very poor, they are not educated, they don't know about advanced technology, how they can use advanced technology and get more yields. So here they should be given education regarding that. Now many agricultural colleges are there. Now these farmers, they should you can say give education to their younger generation in this agricultural college. They could get their sons and all get admitted in the agricultural college so that they can learn about the advanced technology. Or the government also can make these people, by giving trainings and all, make the people aware about the advanced technologies. Now diversification here. Now as we all know, these various crops can be grown, but these poor farmers, as they are not educated, they don't know how to grow different types of crops on their farm, how to do, you can say for 6 months also they can do farming and all. They don't know all that, so they should be made aware regarding this also. After that, market risk. This poor farmer, they just grow the crops and they just go and give it to the, you can say trader and all. But now due to the technology, now they themselves can go to the market and sell it. They should be made aware about the new technology, how they can, through internet they can advertise their product, how they can sell it, where they can get good price of it. So all these are the solutions for the problems of the farmer. After that, the poet has observed the sower closely. Means throughout the poem we have seen how the poet, when she was sitting in the veranda here, how she has observed the farmer standing in the farm, and though it was getting dark, the farmer was looking around to plow, and then he wanted to sow the seeds in his farm and all, how he was alone working. So she has observed everything. Express in your own words the reverence the poet has for the sower. Means here reverence means what? Why she is feeling so respectful for the poet? Why she feels that he is the most respectable or dignified person whom she knows? Why she feels? Because she has realized that we all people, we are so relaxed and we are just sitting in our house. We don't bother that how much you can say hard work it takes for a farmer to grow the crop here. They have to start their work early in the morning. Throughout the day they have to work. Evening time also they don't go back. If they have to sow the seeds and all, they have to plow the farm through. They have to work very hard for the plowing. Then they have to scatter the seeds in the farm. Then irrigation work they have to do. After the crops are ready, they have to harvest the crops and all. So there are lot of work for the farmer to do, and this all they have to do keeping in mind the climatic conditions. Sometimes it rains less, sometimes it rains more. You can say sometimes there are winds, and there are again other problems like animals entering the farm and eating up the crops, you can say, or the farm getting infected by certain, you can say disease or infection and all. So all this, overcoming all the problems, the farmer is working in the farm only for what? Only to gain the livelihood for his family as well as to provide food for us. Because if this farmer is not working, though we are very rich, though we are very progressed, we cannot eat the money. We need food only to eat. We need whatever this farmer will grow in the farm, that only we will eat. So here, because of that, she feels that he is a very dignified or respectable person in the society. He has a lot of importance in our society. After that, the poet is prompted to call the sower an august personality. Because of the importance of the farmer, she feels that he is an august personality. August personality means what? The person who has reached the highest position in his workplace. Why he has reached the highest position of his in his workplace? Because of his hard work, because of his perseverance, and because of his dedication. So that they want us to discuss here now in this question. How he work hard. Just now I have explained to you all. He starts his work early in the morning. Throughout the day he works. Then the evening time also, though it is getting dark, still he works in the dark. Only for what? Only so that he can grow the crops on time and we get our food on time. That is how work. No, he is keeping all adversities, overcoming all adversities in a mind, keeping aside all adversities. He is working hard for us. Perseverance means what? Means he is not getting tired. He is working very hard. See now, even if we work for 1 or 2 hours, what happens? We get very tired and move away, or we give up, you can say. But here, though even if the climatic condition are against his work, or even if his health condition, he is very poor man, so he is not at all, you can say, that much healthy also, still he is working with perseverance. He is not moving away. He is not giving away his work. He is not giving up. He is still working hard. And dedication. Here you can say he is very dedicated to his work. Though it is evening time, he is not going back to his house. He is working on the farm. Now, pick out the examples of alliteration from the poem and write them down. Now, as I told you, if a sound of the letter is repeated in the line, then you can say it is alliteration. So here the poet wants us to find out the example of alliteration. So see, here only we have soon shall come a time to reap. Soon shall. Here sound of letter S is repeated in the line. So here you can say it is alliteration. Soon shall. Understood? See here, I see him stride. See, stride. Here also it is, you can say sound of S is repeated. Starry skies. Here it is sound of S is repeated. And it is not here I am giving you some letter S repetition example, but let's see here, his hands. Sound of H is repeated in the line. So here you can say it is alliteration. So there are, when a sound of any particular letter is repeated in quick succession, so here you can say the figure of speech is alliteration. Keep in mind, here many examples are there. You can go through the poem and give. See again here, starry skies, his height. These are all examples of alliteration. Now after that, seems to touch the starry skies. The poet has used the word imagery. Describe the idea, pick out the other similar examples of the poem. why we are seeing that the poet has used imagery in the poem here? Seems to now when we read the line, seems to touch the starry skies, we imagine as if the poet is touching the starry skies. His image, or he has become so noble or dignified person in the eyes of the poet is that for her his personality is reaching the starry skies. So we because of this you can say poetic line, it makes us imagine the poet image is you can say touching the starry skies. Now the poet they have asked us a question to give more examples of imagery from the poem. So you can say, see this line also, shadows run across the lands. When I read the line, or when I recite the line, shadows run across the lands, then again quickly the image of shadows running across the lands come to your mind. Or twilight hastens, this line also has imagery. Then again you can say darkness deepens. When I read this line, you can say the image of the sky getting dark comes into your mind. So all these lines like darken, deepens, or shadow run across the lands. So or the sower lingers still means the image of farmer moving around in his farm, that also comes to our mind. So all these are you can say examples of imagery in the poem. Now, though we have seen alliteration, we have seen imagery now. One more figure of speech is there in the poem that I will tell to you all. You can say, see here, sunlight I see dying fast. Now, if you see here, this line is not in a correct prose order. If you see, the correct order should be I see sunlight dying fast. The correct order for this line should be I see sunlight dying fast. So when in a poem the line is not in a correct prose order, the figure of speech you can say it becomes inversion. So for you, if they ask you to write example of inversion from the poem, you can pick up this line, sunlight I see dying fast. For explanation you can write there it is inversion, and explanation you can give the line is not in correct prose order, and the correct order should be I see sunlight dying fast. So I have given you 3 examples, like I have given you example of alliteration, I have given you example of imagery, I have given you example of inversion. So all these figures of speech are there. One more thing I forgot to discuss with you all, that is the rhyme scheme of the poem here. Now we'll discuss the rhyme scheme first. See here, sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast. Twilight hastens on to rule, working hours have well nigh passed. Now if you see the last word of these 4 lines, what you can feel, like the word cool and rule are rhyming, fast and past are rhyming. So here you can say the figure of the rhyme scheme will be cool A, fast as it is not rhyming with cool, here you will write B. Then rule, it is rhyming with cool, so again you will write A, and past it is rhyming with fast, so here you will write B. So the rhyme scheme of the poem will be A, B, A, B. Now you can go through the other stanzas also. See here, lands and stands, it is rhyming. Still and thrill is rhyming. So here you can say A, B, A, B. So throughout the poem, the rhyme scheme you will get here is A, B, A, B, here you can say. After that, okay. Now they have asked you to write the appreciation of the poem. In my last poem I have discussed with you all, I have given a written example how to write appreciation. Now I will just discuss with you all the appreciation you are going to practice writing it. Now about the poem and poet, I told you about the poem, poet and title, all this information you will get in the blue box which is at the starting of the poem. Here information about the poem, the poet, and everything is given here. Here you can say the poem is written by Victor Hugo, but it is translated in English by Torulata Dutt. She is a Bengali poet. And then about the poem you can say that it is a translation, and by Torulada Dutt. Here the poem is about a farmer who is sowing seeds. He has seen many bad harvests in his life. However, he is optimistic for having good harvest. That is the poem. That will be your first point for the appreciation. After that theme of the poem, here you can say, here the poem is about the farmer who is working very hard in the farm to gain his livelihood and also to provide food for everyone or everyone in the society here. Poetic devices, as I told you, poetic devices, language and style. Here you can say the poet is not having stanzas here, but it has rhyme scheme, that is AB, AB. There are various poetic devices are used in the poem by the poet, like alliteration, imagery and inversion. Special feature of the poem here, the poet wants us, or the poet has made us realize the importance of farmer in the society, how he is working hard only to provide food to all of us. Then message of the poem, here you can say again the importance of the poet. Now we don't, or till we have gone through the poem, or till we had read the poem, we didn't knew the importance of farmer in our life. But now when we have gone through the poem, we know how he is working very hard against all the adversities of the, you can say by the, you can say animals, the climatic condition and all. He is overcoming all the adversities and working for us. So this poem is giving us message about the importance of the farmer, and you can say making us realize that he is really a dignified person. He should be respected a lot in the society. Then your opinion about the poem, you can say that I really like this poem. It had made me aware about the importance of the farmer in our society. It had made us aware about the hard work that person has to go through for growing the crop in his farm, and it had made me realize that we should try to do something to you can say provide solution to the challenges of the problems which the farmers are facing in the land as well as in the society here. After that summary, you have to write the title of the poem. You have to write introductory paragraph. You can write the theme of the poem here. What is the poem and what all. Then the main body, you can write what is the central idea of the poem. You have to write important points of the poem. You have to write the poetic devices used in the poem, and in conclusion you have to write the message for the readers. I hope you have understood this. I want you all to write and practice the appreciation. Here they have given you, asked you one formal letter also. They have asked you to write one formal letter to a newspaper editor. In my last lecture I have discussed with you all format of the formal letter with example. Now this letter I want you all to practice. So go through this question and practice formal letter also. Okay, thank you.